that we are feeding through to the people. While I'm waiting for confirmation on that, let me remind everyone to go to hankstrange.com. Sign up for the email list, Walter.
I'm helping it.
And listen, we've got all kinds of links there. All the links that you need to know how to support us, all the different places that you can find us on. So, hankstrange.com. Hopefully, I'm feeding through pretty well to everyone. Shout out to Walther Arms for sponsoring the show. We've got Walter Keller of Safety Harbor Firearms here. I think Babyface P's coming in. Something's up with his camera.
I'm dark.
Yeah, so we'll see. Just turn on a light, dude. Turn on a light.
What do you think that is?
Not enough light.
He's not white enough. Come on, man.
That's right.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with it.
I'll
It's
figure it
always the tech guys. It's always the tech guys that have the issues. So anyway, let me drop the open. Let me drop the open on everyone.
Welcome
Boom!
back
Walter,
to the
what
Hank
happened to the boom?
Strange situation.
I was doing the
Lifestyle.
video.
Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell so you can be notified whenever we go live. Gentlemen, come on, we got to put some spirit into the jazz hands. The people of America,
Engines.
the people of America need it. Okay, I hope you guys have your big girl panties on, and maybe like a riot helmet or something like that. You may or may not need it. Some people do need it. Walter, don't start so early. We are this.
There's all you need right there.
Right. This is episode 576 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. It's Free for All Monday, and the subject today is, how are you guys doing? How are you all doing out there? Shout out to everyone joining us out there. I honestly don't know about Walter and Babyface because, they're pretty sarcastic, but I care about you guys. I love you guys. I would not let you all claim dibs on some generators and then not deliver the generators.
Oh, it's going to start already, right?
No. Okay, let me not even start that again. We put that in the past. That's behind us. So listen, I know everyone is maybe a little bit on edge. I don't know how everyone feels out there. So Walter, how do you feel about all this stuff going on? Let's start with you.
Like we've went through this 10 times before at some point. This same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You got the protesters. Some people protest peacefully. Some people are just plain old thieves. We got a lot of plain old thieves. And scumbags. And then we have the paid for adjutants, which, by the way, are now considered terrorists. And that opens up, a lot of people say, oh my God, you can't do that. It opens up a real good can of worms, because guess what you get to do then? You get to follow the money.
Yeah.
I hope so.
So everybody who donates to a terrorist is what? It's a terrorist supporter,
collaborator?
right? A supporter, right?
Yeah.
And what do they do to those supporters? They just threw one in jail here in Tampa.
Guantanamo Bay?
I
don't know.
You go away for a long time.
Yeah. Right.
But nevertheless, I'm doing fine. There's been they had some trouble over in Tampa, and it's not protesting, it's stealing shit. So, those people should be just plain old shot. So, looters deserve one thing. Some of that.
So Walter's clearly taking. Okay, Babyface. We still don't see his camera.
I'm working on it.
Okay, he's working on the camera thing. So Walter, you're clearly taking the Trump route.
Yep.
Well,
Which,
here we go. Here we go. We had 8 years of taking no route. So you emboldened people for 8 years in this country. It started the day he was elected, the day after he was elected, or during the election. So you emboldened people for 8 years, and now all of a sudden, there's somebody that steps up that might say, "Oh, we ain't gonna take this shit no more." So then it's like, "Oh my God, he's a Nazi." He was a Nazi, he'd already be dead. So
Yeah, I mean, I think when Trump put out the thing, what is it, looters Looting starts the shooting or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's people out there that interpreted that in their own different ways. Probably not the best way to phrase it. And obviously, there's there's a whole bunch of different things going on here. This is a little bit more complicated. It can't really be boiled down to a tweet or different reactions of people. But for sure, if you're destroying your neighborhood or even somebody else's neighborhood,
if you're destroying anything, it ain't
you're a problem.
Let's roll right back to good old Chicago. I think there was 14 or 15 people killed in Chicago over the weekend.
I'm
Where's
not
the
sure.
protest?
I'm not sure.
Where's the protest?
Right. I'm not sure what the numbers are, but we're going to get into all of this, Walter. We are going to get into
this. And that ain't the popo shooting the man either. That's the brothers shooting the brothers. So.
Yeah. Well, okay, we're going to get into all of this. I promise you, Walter. We've got a bunch of different things to talk about. Let's see how Babyface P was. He's obviously eating a lollipop, or icy, or
what's it called?
Popsicle. There you go.
And I am very envious.
A popsicle. Okay, I got it. I got there finally.
A lollipop. By the way, blue is the best flavor. And yes, it is flavored blue.
Okay.
Don't try to give me none of that blue raspberry bullshit. It's blue. That is what blue tastes like.
Oh, boy.
When I want to eat blue, that's what blue tastes like.
Okay.
You get the most synthetic blue taste you can find.
It's my favorite. The bag of these popsicles at Walmart is like $1.50 or something, and
did you steal them?
Yeah. So hold on a second. They didn't burn down the Walmarts in Gainesville.
Did you loot those popsicles?
Mm-hmm.
So
hell no, I ain't shopping at the Walmarts in Gainesville.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm driving out to Stark because I ain't wearing no damn mask.
Oh.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. So listen. We're gonna get into all of this. The first thing that I want to know from all the people out there. Let's check in on all the people as you guys are coming in here. Smash the thumbs ups. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about first. Of course, we'll let Walter. He has some stuff he has to get out of his system.
Speaking of that,
okay. Go ahead, Walt.
This is nothing to do with
boy.
anything with the news.
Yeah.
This is I get home today, and there's an Amazon envelope, right?
Man, you want to watch out showing off your address your home address on the on the internet.
I don't think.
I got news for you. If somebody wants to find your home address, they're gonna find.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's not hard at all.
Okay, I flipped it over for you people.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
get
go
home
ahead.
and there's an envelope, right?
Yeah.
That's it. There was a sealed, empty envelope.
What?
Them bitches didn't put there were supposed to be 100 little hose clamps inside here, different various sizes of hose clamps. There ain't nothing in my envelope. And the envelope was sealed big time. I cut it open. I didn't.
And Walter.
Nobody looted my envelope.
Yeah.
Somebody was just like and sealed it up and sent it out.
So you get on Amazon site, and there's all kinds of ways to return things and everything else. So guess what? I'm putting a note in it. I printed the label out. They're going to get a note. They're supposed to be sending me another one, but still, they're getting a note in there. I'm not going to be nasty. I'm just saying, thanks for the empty envelope.
Yeah, that's a first. I've never seen that before, but okay, Walter. So you're justified on this one, Walter. Go ahead. That's give it to Bezos.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
There's enough hate for him anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I use the Amazons all the time, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like when I need to buy something, and I can't get it locally easily.
Yeah.
I check eBay, I check Amazon, and I look on the Facebooks, and boom.
Right now, there's a lot of stuff going on like this. So, for example, remember how I told you guys that I bought these K&N air filters, and they sent just one instead of two? And that company is like, oh, I sent it back to them immediately. They're like, oh, we can't deal with this right now. COVID-19. Nonsense. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on. Don't let it get to you out there. So go ahead. Do you have some more venting that you need to do about this, Walter?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I just had to. Everybody. I guarantee somebody else out in the chat has gotten an empty envelope before.
Yeah. Well, so far you are holding the record. If someone else has gotten an empty Amazon envelope, can you please say it here so Walter can feel like he's not alone in the pain? He's not being discriminated against for his milky whiteness.
I need my hose clamps.
Oh,
I got a mini bike to fix.
Oh boy, this makes the situation even worse. This compounds it.
Stressing me out.
It's mini bike related.
I ordered some. Actually, this weekend I'm participating in an event, so it's going to require me and the mini bike to ride 100 laps.
Somehow I feel like if this was some gun parts, you might not be so mad. But it's mini bike related. The end of the world scenario.
Well, I got more time crunch. Understand?
No, I know. There's What is this event this weekend coming up?
It's coming up, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also ordered a brand new pair of boots. And they're supposed to arrive on Thursday. They better be here. They better not be an empty box on my boots.
Okay.
Or I'll really be pissed off.
Okay. You obviously wore out your boots, stomping mud holes in someone. I don't know what's going on.
I told you guys about the other pair of boots that fell apart when I pulled them out of the closet to use them.
Oh, no. I don't remember this.
Oh, that was from last October.
Oh.
I guarantee I talked about it.
Oh. Cheaply made pair of boots.
I ended up taping them up with duct tape to use them in the race.
Yes. Okay, yes, I do remember this. Okay, I do remember.
Then I had conversations with that company by the name of it goes by Thor, Thor. They sell motocross stuff, wear and apparel and stuff. And it seemed like I was going to get another pair, but then they fell off the earth and they didn't answer back anymore. So
okay,
maybe they saw my video where I didn't speak of them too highly on YouTube. I don't know.
This was on YouTube. Okay. Did you tag them?
Oh, sure I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Cool. So let's see what's going. The whole point of the show, and I'm just going to explain something to people. Patrick and Walter, Babyface P, Walt of SHF, these two people never cooperate with the plan on Mondays. Never cooperate with the plan.
You asked me how I'm doing, so I'm telling you.
Okay, but
it don't got nothing to do with riots or nothing. I mean, I got bullets and guns. If they want to come in my neighborhood, it would not be a real good idea.
Yeah. So there
will be no peaceful resolution.
Yeah, I don't foresee someone running through your neighborhood and going, "Oh, let's go mess with the guy that has the mini tank in his driveway. That's the dude we want to mess with."
Well, I can't see.
Forget about the guy with the Prius and the peace sign.
Oh, let's get
the freaking armored. What is that thing called, Patrick?
It's a ferret.
A ferret.
Yeah. Ferret.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I don't see any people of protesting types going to neighborhoods that they have no familiarity with. It's not. City blocks are different. You can run down the city block and get away.
Yeah.
In a neyborhood, you can run down the wrong street and run right up face to face with an AK-47, so or a shotgun, or a guy with a shovel in his hand. So it might not be a real good situation.
Yeah, cities have the most problems. I don't foresee I don't know, Patrick. You're out of the three of us. You're living in Gainesville. What's your Any issues here? I'm in Gainesville right now, but I haven't seen anything. I'm on the outskirts.
Nah, nothing's kicked off.
Yeah, okay. So, Walter, you're in...
I'm Pinellas County.
Which is, what do we consider this? Clearwater?
Well, we got Clearwater, St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Safety Harbor, Oldsmar.
Are the Scientologists raging in the streets?
Yeah.
They're trying to convert people. Remember, they have a peaceful way.
Oh, okay.
Right into your pocketbook.
Are they trying to convert?
Anyways,
convert the Antifa?
No, I'm just saying that.
Okay, because I want to see video.
Okay,
all right.
I'm just being funny.
Right.
There hasn't been any problems in our sector, so I don't foresee any problems in our sector.
Right.
The areas of Tampa that had looting and rioting Saturday night didn't surprise me in the least. Somebody said, oh, the University Mall had problems, and down on 40th Street had problems, and I was like, oh
yeah,
really?
Is that a bad area?
Don't shock me in the least.
Is this a bad area in Tampa?
What?
Oh, okay.
There's a reason it's called Suitcase City.
Suitcase City. A lot of vagrants, a lot of
yeah.
Is there like a?
That's out.
It's not a good part of town.
Okay.
Out towards USF that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, have you noticed that the people who have shot back the rats run in every direction. Have you seen?
Oh yeah, yeah.
As soon as the gunfire starts, the rats go in every direction. They're running and screaming and. Yeah.
So I mean, I live in the country. I think of all of us, I'm probably the one who lives the most rural. And
Yes, you do.
and I don't want to, like, I'm trying to get you guys to understand. I don't want this to be all about us, but apparently, since we're here, you know,
I mean, it is our well, it's Hank's podcast, but tonight's our night.
It's all
so.
of us. It's all of us.
You-
I bequeath Lola. If anything happens to me, free stickers and patches for Walter and Babyface for life. Okay, Lola.
Walter, go ahead and give yourself one of your own patches. You get to just take it home.
But listen, here's the thing though. So out in the country, I don't see in the country areas of America there's anything going on. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you guys something. This weekend I did precisely exactly amounting to 0. Look, see, Patrick is he's shaking his head. I did nothing. He tried to get me to do stuff.
With him for an hour.
Yeah. He tried, and he did. You did put out a video. I think I saw your video. You put up a video of shooting the A-team gun.
Yep.
With a suppressor.
Suppressed, with the threaded muzzle and everything, and it shot great.
But
I so originally was going to put out the AR-180 video this morning, and I was just like, that suppressor excites me too much, so I switched it to so next week the AR-180's coming out.
Oh, okay, it looks good. So here's the thing of what I did this weekend, and I know some people were sending me messages. Lots of people were concerned for my safety and stuff like that. I saw none of those messages because basically I slept. He tried to interrupt my resting and relaxation.
No.
You know,
I go out, so I spend an hour and a half there, sitting on the couch watching Batman, talking about it, having a good time. I go out, do my filming, and Hank's like, I'm not going to come out. I got some videos I got to get done. I'm just going to go ahead and get those done. I was like, all right, that's fine. I get my videos done for it takes me about an hour. I get my stuff done. And on my way out, I knock on the door and I open up, and I'm like, hey, I'm leaving. Guess who's sleeping on the couch?
That's right.
Hank's sleeping on the couch.
That's right. Hello.
I woke his feet up.
Yeah. This is what I personally believe. Especially, so if things are going on where you're at, be aware, be aware of what's happening around you.
And don't be dumb and go see what it's about.
No. Don't send your kids out right now.
If you're going to wander into a neighborhood that you don't normally wander into, don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you beaten up on the side of the road half dead. Don't do that.
Right. Also, let your kids stay home or make them stay home, whatever. They don't need to know or see what's going on out there. It's not
true protests aren't pretty. They're not supposed to be. That's the point of it. Riots and looting are a couple degrees worse than that. You don't want to be around that. There's no reason to.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, see, like I've done protests already, right? We've protested things. In general, the people out there should be peacefully protesting. Police should be making sure everyone's okay or whatever. But, this is a different situation here. When you know these kinds of things are going down, if you care about anyone, do not suggest that they go out there to protest anything.
No.
And if they think they're going to get something for free, in this world, there's nothing for free. The universe will crush you over whatever you think you're going to get from other people for free. But basically, me in the country, there was nothing going on. I took the opportunity to hang out with my wife and my kids and get some sleep.
Chill.
Yes, I basically slept all freaking weekend. I didn't edit anything. I didn't shoot anything. I didn't.
You recharge your batteries.
I didn't work on any stories. Babyface P annoyed me.
Hey, don't tell me I annoyed you. We had a good time talking about Batman.
No, Batman part was good. When I forgot to lock the door, bad.
Yeah, you forgot to lock the door. Well, try to lock me out.
I was like, Babyface comes back in here. I'm just sleeping. You could curl up on the sofa, do whatever you want to do. But listen, I try to get some rest, and I think that right now everyone's kind of like stressed out. And if you're in a situation where you can get some rest, I say get some rest. And I do honestly in this thing want to know. So Babyface, if you see comments out there from people, Walter, if you see it, let us know where you guys are at, if everything's okay or if everything's not okay, if you feel really stressed out, if you're really worried about this. I saw some comments from people when I looked at this stuff that like some people almost were telling me goodbye, kind of a thing.
Nah.
It's like,
You know,
come on,
like,
man.
oh, this is the end of the world. You know, maybe we'll see
Nope.
you on the other side of the
What
apocalypse.
happened? What happened to the COVID-19? I thought they were gonna die in the COVID-19. Come on. What?
Yeah. So
I guess that's over with. That's over.
Tomorrow the sun will rise. Everything will be the same. And remember,
it depends on where you are. So my brother-in-law did send me a message before we started here, and my sister.
if you own a jewelry store in Minneapolis, and you might want to take your stuff and go home.
Yeah.
But beyond that, for the rest of us, shit's not gonna pop off.
You might want to just hire some properly armed security people.
Right. Now, so here's the thing.
That's what you might.
Here's the thing. So my sister's in Brooklyn. She lives in Brooklyn with my two nieces, my two younger nieces, and her husband, who you guys have probably seen in the chat before. And her husband told me New York City is hot right now, especially on our block. Once we're in it, we won't be able to get out. And then he says, obviously, president sending in the military, which I think we just saw the president was live on air before we started here, saying that there's a curfew in effect. I don't know if that's all of America or what, but supposedly there's a curfew at 7. I know there's stuff going on in D.C. People have like attacked monuments and things like that we have in D.C.
Yeah, you gotta. There's a time you have to rein it in. That's just use those terms kind of bluntly. You have to. Once again, if people want to act like an animal, then you're going to get treated.
But here's the thing. So I know obviously Trump's the president. There's governors of every state. I think all of this falls on the governors of every state, and the people running police departments and things like that. And I know. Just listen to what I'm saying though. The enforcement of these things falls on those people unless something finds you. When something finds you, is as gun guys, people who believe in the Second Amendment, we should have been preparing for this the whole time.
The funniest thing I saw the other night was last night. I was, of course, on Facebook watching this train wreck happen, and somebody was like, the Boogaloo kicked off, and it wasn't exactly what you expected, was it? And it's like,
it never will be.
Pretty goddamn true.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a single Hawaiian shirt. Have you?
That's right.
No,
people are booging out. It's not what
Where's all the Hawaiian shirts?
It's not the Boogaloo. First of all, remember the ATF sent out the warning. This is not the Boogaloo.
Oh, I think people are booging out all over.
No, this is a false Boogaloo. This is a false boog.
It's a false
boog. Yeah. This is a Fugazi Boogaloo, as far as I'm concerned. It's not. Do you really think this is the Boogaloo? I don't think so.
Oh,
Walter?
No. The ultimate Boogaloo? No.
Tell you what, if this was the Boogaloo, the riders would be quelled in quite a horrific fashion.
You know what's interesting though? Sending in the military.
I agree with Walter on that. By the way, the government's not messing around with us if we go there, huh?
Sending in the National Guard to me means absolutely nothing. They're not. Nobody's getting shot. That's the only threat the government has is shooting you. Really, when it comes down to it, jailing you or shooting you.
Look. If you look at other countries, the way they quell riot situations and large groups of people are doing bad stuff, we haven't even done that.
Well, that's if they want to. There's levels. Like in America, there's levels, right? There's levels of this thing. We're not at that level yet.
When do you have to punish bad behavior? You can't if you let your kid run wild for 20 years and all of a sudden now you're going to punish him, it's going to be tough, right?
Yeah.
So that people expect to let the be run wild.
Right. There's no punishment. We're having a convergence of a couple of different things happening here. I believe that last week Patrick was talking about this. So we've got this whole COVID-19 thing going on. Everyone's locked down at home, frustrated, aggravated, whatever, syndromes and symptoms people are having from that whole situation, right? Then constantly there's people trying to light fires and get people really mad about things, and then and some things have genuinely happened that people genuinely deserve to be upset about and to protest about. But then there's people who are using those opportunities to kick things off. So if you look at some of this rioting happening, for example, Walt, there's this video of there's people protesting, and there's a guy there breaking up the street into pieces of rocks. And some of the protesters stopped him. They were like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Because he was trying to make these rocks so people could start throwing it. So there's a separation of what's going on, but there's definitely agitators in there trying to kick something off.
Sure there is.
Yeah.
It's the same people that agitated in the last death.
Yeah.
Or the last incident.
How many times am I going to have to say everybody's getting played here? Everybody's getting played.
For sure. I agree with that.
How does a pile of bricks end up on the side of the street?
I want to know that one.
Who paid for that? Now, I'm going to go right back to what I always say. Follow the money.
Yeah.
There's people that are paying for all this agitation. And would Trump if they follow through and make Antifa a terrorist organization, that means everybody and they've been following Antifa, I'm sure, for 4 years at least. Or 3.5.
So how come Trump declares them a terrorist organization? I thought they were already, and then the media is mad at him. Weren't they already? They were never declared. Okay, I thought someone declared them. So how is
some people?
Okay, go ahead.
But once again, if certain groups or certain organizations or certain people are funding these groups, if you declare them a terrorist, they are supporting terrorists, just like you support ISIS.
Yeah, right? That's why the media is pretty upset about that whole thing.
That means you can go after their money, and you can tie up all their money wherever it's at, and raid this and bomb that.
And the money can be followed these days. I think that's why the media is trying to push back against him for that, because they don't want that to obviously come out, right?
And when the media shows up in an event, all it does is incite the event. I mean, yes, you want to know what's going on, but when, of course, they get attacked too eventually because people want to steal our shit.
Right.
But because the rats show
up. Once human beings disconnect, once they believe they're in the purge, you don't have control over what they do. This is what like I'm always trying to say. I think we're always having this conversation here. If we really try to kick this off in America, no one's gonna like what happens.
People don't understand.
No one wins out of that.
No.
In a situation where the rioters show up in a neighborhood where people are armed and the rioters aren't, the rioters will all be dead. Straight up, right out. They just shoot. You'd shoot everybody. You wouldn't even question who you, because they're coming after your stuff, right? So you're not gonna, or your family. They're not gonna. You don't care. You're just gonna quell the herd.
Yeah, my stuff I don't care about. The safety and security of my family. It's a completely different thing. But I don't think they're intending on doing that. They're
no, they're not going to do that.
At this point,
balls to do that.
Yeah. At this point, they're picking their targets.
Once again, it's a very, very, very small amount of people doing things. It looks like a huge crowd, but in reality, it's a very small amount of people.
Yeah. Most things that are going on out like, listen, I think we've been through different phases of this. I think Walter said that already during this conversation.
All over again.
Yeah. But there's encouraging things. We're not the same. We're not staying the same people. Some of that's good, some of that's bad. But I've seen things out there that are positive. Like I've seen, police officers hugging people that are protesting.
Did you see the one thing where I guess there's some up in Salt Lake City, something was going on, and the riot cops are out with their gear and stuff, and they're pushing the people away, and some old guy, maybe some old hippie, was trying to be a protester and get in their face. And the cops knocked him down, right? And the other cops helped him back up. Okay. So
yeah. So
I did read an article yesterday that I thought was hilarious. That was titled something like "Cops Show Up to Protest in Riot Gear," and I was like, well, they're not protesting, they're rioting. So yeah, I think that's about right. Showing up in riot gear to a riot sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Talking about?
Especially when there's like 5,000 people over here and there's 20 or 30 of you.
Yeah, it's like, sounds like a great fucking plan to me.
Let me just show this. So here's something I thought was I'm glad to see something like this, right? Moving moment, police officer comforts devastated young protester. So let me see. I believe, where was this? I think it was Louisiana. A U.S. police officer is being filmed hugging and comforting a tearful teenager during a Black Lives Matter protest in the U.S. The young man was at a protest in Shreveport in the U.S. state of Louisiana on Sunday, local time, when he appeared overwhelmed and was reduced to tears. Video by NBC6 shows a Shreveport police officer consoling and hugging the protester as he cries. "We're here for each other. Look at me," the officer says as a young man sobs, placing his hands on his shoulder. Now, the young man is a young black man. The police officer is what looks like to me a middle-aged white man, and this is what we're all supposed to be doing with each other instead of like hating each other, and realizing that we have more in common than we have that's different.
Once again, who says we're hating each other?
I don't think all of us are. I think there's specific people.
This is an agenda that's been pushed for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. Been pushed for a while. That there's this divide. And I don't. Where's this? Most of the time, there's not a divide. I mean, there's always going to be people that don't like each other. Period. Yeah. Doesn't matter. You're not going to change that. But there's not this like universal divide.
Yeah.
I guess I'm too simple-minded. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I'm just too busy with me.
I'm trying to blow this up so people can get a better look at it. But yeah,
I think you can focus on things and make yourself divided, whether you're not really divided.
I think you could drive. I think for sure you can drive yourself crazy.
Yeah, and
you can whip yourself into a fury.
And you whip yourself into a frenzy and do stupid stuff.
For sure.
What you see that on TV, or kill somebody, which should have been armed and should have fired back. That's another good point. If you try to do this stuff in a lot of places where people have guns, you notice that some of this doesn't go on in places where people carry guns.
It's not gonna end well.
Yeah.
I never saw Antifa take on a Southern crowd.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
But look, so for example, I know I was looking at footage in Atlanta, right? I don't know if you guys saw this, but Atlanta, very black city in America. I saw footage of T.I., Killer Mike, get up there in a press conference talking to people about destroying Atlanta, right? On Friday when we were doing this, literally while we were on air, there was footage coming out of CNN being attacked and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, what good does it do to destroy your own neighborhood?
This is what they were saying. Doesn't do any good.
You know what? If I was Target in that neighborhood where they looted that whole thing, I'd board the place up and leave. Have it going.
I can tell you that more than likely a lot of these stores won't be coming back to these places.
I wouldn't risk it.
We are already in a self-imposed recession because of this whole stupid lockdown. So a lot of these businesses were already on the financial edge, even though it's big companies. Now they have to deal with the threat of trying to serve people in a neighborhood where not only are their stores under attack, but their employees that were in there at the time were under attack. Who benefits at the end of that when you can't even get anything from the store? No one.
And now those people that work there won't have a job either.
No, they won't. So I think more of us are on this side than on that side, even though people obviously may have, everyone's got their thing that they believe and all that kind of stuff. I think most people in America don't want to see this happening. People in cities that are really worried about this don't really want to be in this position where they're like, huddling in their homes because other human beings have lost their mind, and are running through the streets setting fire to things. Fire has no care in the world for man.
Nope.
When you start a fire, it doesn't care who it takes out.
And so then when you're doing that, then you attack the firemen and stuff.
Right.
I don't know. If I was a fireman, I'd get attacked. I think you'd learn what a fire hose is.
You might learn what it's like to not have firemen.
You know what?
Trying to save you.
Well, then again, here we go. Just what happens when I always notice people when their house is on fire, they're screaming for the fire department, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, guess what? Scream a little louder. Or you're screaming for when somebody's knocking your door down or stealing your shit. You're screaming for the police. No.
Depending on who you are, where you live, yes.
Oh, even the biggest, toughest ones, when they get shot, they're screaming for somebody to help them.
For sure. Yeah.
That's the first thing they're doing. They're crying. I've seen them on TV crying for mama.
Mm-hmm.
Mama! It's like, oh, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
It's what comes around goes around. It should anyway. So.
Mm-hmm. Let me just get to this real quick before I forget here. Flying Rich gave us $2. He says he's ready for graboids. Who knows where graboids is from? I'll leave it. What are graboids? There you go. We'll see who knows what that is. Babyface, do you know?
Do you want me to say? It's from Tremors.
Yeah, Tremors. There you go.
Okay. Hey, how's those? Let me ask Flying Rich. Have we had an successful printed 9mm lower yet? Just wink if you have.
Just wink.
Yeah, and a lot of there's just so much crazy stuff going on here. Brian Quick says Atlanta has elected a Democrat mayor since 1855. It's a black-ran city and it's been for a long time.
Yep.
And people calling Atlanta racist is delusional.
They are.
I don't think that's a situation that's happening there. I think people are just rioting for the sake of rioting and looting.
Theft.
Yeah.
Theft.
And for sure, when you have these problems, so in Minneapolis, this is a place. Just for example, the attorney general that's going to deal with this whole thing, right?
He's a nut job too.
Yeah, but the attorney general in Minneapolis is. Let me see. I'm trying to pull it up here. Is a black man. Okay.
Yeah, but he's
in Minnesota. So listen, let me just throw this up here. This is interesting. Walter, you should have seen this already on Fox News. Son of Minnesota's Attorney General, yes. I hereby declare officially my support for Antifa, quote unquote. That's the son of the Attorney General of Minnesota that's supposed to be prosecuting these guys. His son, who's a city councilman or something like that. The son of Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison tweeted on Sunday that he's declaring his support for Antifa after President Trump said that his administration will be declaring it a terrorist organization. Jeremiah Ellison, who's a member of the Minneapolis City Council, noted in the tweet that he believes white power terrorists are actually the ones engaging in the looting, arson, and other riot activities.
Does he realize that the KKK has been under observation from the FBI for the last 60 years, and there are only 1,500 of them left in the world, in the country?
But we don't. Come on, we know better than that. So Jeremiah Ellison, here's his tweet. I hereby declare officially my support for Antifa unless someone can prove to me Antifa is behind the burning of black and immigrant-owned businesses in my ward. I'll keep focusing on stopping the white power terrorists. They are actually attacking us. So
where's the video of the white power terrorists burning down the things in his neighborhood? There isn't.
Well, so now if you look in these protests, there are white people in the crowds of these. Listen to me. There are white people there. There's also black people there. I don't think that those black people are working with the white power, dudes. No, that's Antifa right up in there.
Okay,
Kevin Dixie was talking about this. Some of these guys have those little earpiece things that you see. There's all kinds of organization going on here. They're working with these people, and they're getting these white power people. I see a lot of white women in there. I didn't, was that a white power thing? No, that's Antifa.
That's liberal nut job white women.
Yeah. There's no way these black people are up there with white power dudes and then letting the white power dudes tell them, go smash up this Target that your grandmother goes to and burn it down. That's not happening.
I noticed at the protest in Tampa where they blocked the road, which I'm against this road blocking shit. I have very strong feelings about blocking roads because you're blocking my way. I didn't do nothing, so get the out of the way. But it was all white folk. There was hardly any brothers in the crowd. So what are you?
Is Tampa a white power town?
White power town.
I'm just asking a question.
White power town. White power.
What a ridiculous notion.
Where's all this? Where's the white fist at? I've never seen the white fist before.
Yeah, Brian Woodward says, he gave us a couple bucks here. He said, did you guys see the video of the Polk sheriff?
Grady
Judd.
Grady Judd, listen, Grady Judd will do whatever he can to get his 15 seconds in front of a camera. That is his goal.
So wait. Is this the sheriff? Because I don't know, but is this the sheriff who took off his riot gear and then marched with the crowd, or is it different?
No, it's Grady Judd.
Oh, so explain it to me then. I don't know what you guys.
He shoot them first, you know.
Yeah, they come in your neighborhood, just mow them down.
Blow them up. Okay. He said, shoot them out of your house.
Okay, this is what. And Polk County is in Tampa.
No, that's Lakeland.
What
Lakeland.
do you mean Polk County is in Tampa? Know. One's a county, one's a city.
You know how many
cities are in counties.
We said that he's the Polk County sheriff. I don't know.
Yes.
County.
Okay. So there's a county in Tampa. Has some counties in it, doesn't it?
Let me give him some geographical. Tampa is Hillsborough County.
There you go. Tampa is Hillsborough. I didn't know that.
Okay, then as you're heading towards Orlando.
How am I supposed to know? With the 500 counties in Florida, how am I supposed to know which counties in Tampa?
As you're heading towards Orlando, you go through Polk County.
I'm asking you, Tamponians.
And then you get into Orlando, which is Orange County.
Cities are in counties. Counties are not in cities.
Okay.
These are small. Counties are big.
Let me explain this to you again. Okay. There's every part of Florida is a county. It doesn't matter what city is in there, right or wrong. Well,
every part of Florida is a county. Yes, there's no
counties everywhere.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
Okay. So I don't know what the counties are within Tampa.
There's no.
Tampa is not.
You're saying. I understand what you're saying, but it's backwards.
Yeah, you're backwards.
Yes. You can't have multiple counties in a city. So the way you're saying...
Yeah, but the question I asked you was what county is it? That's it. That's what I asked you.
The county is Hampton.
The county is what?
Hillsborough.
Okay. All right. So now we know. Okay.
That's
yeah, but when someone said Polk County, I don't know what.
That's just north of Tampa.
Oh, okay.
No.
There's legitimately in Florida how many counties?
I'm sorry, it's east of Tampa.
Yeah.
It's Lake.
Yeah.
The big city is like Winter Haven and Lakeland.
Pasco County is to the north of.
Pasco's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Pasco's the one that's on.
Don't start a freaking riot over here, because I don't know what. There's too many counties in Florida.
No, Polk County is meth central. So if you want to buy meth in Florida, you go to Polk County. That's where it is.
So, and Polk is north of us right here, Patrick, where we are?
No.
Oh,
it's
south. Okay.
It's on. Think of I-4 coming out of Tampa. It's between Tampa and Orlando.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying to explain.
Yeah. He just went into a Tamponian, frenzy.
Anyways, back to what Grady Judd said. Grady Judd just basically said, shoot him.
Yes.
So,
okay.
There ain't going to be none of that in our neighborhood, basically. That's what he said. So...
I don't think there's going to be.
I don't think there's going to be.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of that in Florida at all. I'm just saying something.
Circumstances are a little bit different here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like for my family members that are in New York City, that are just like pinned down in their homes, Florida doesn't actually operate like that. Even the most liberal, communist, Nazi, socialist parts of Florida don't operate like that. So
New York City is the fault of look at the New York City mayor, his lovely adopted daughter. You seen the mugshot of her?
Yes, she got arrested. I think she was throwing things at people.
My quote to that whole thing was, "See what white privilege gets you."
Yeah, is that his adopted daughter?
Well, she's black.
So what? His wife is black.
So you tell me.
His wife is black.
Oh, she is?
Yeah. The mayor's wife is black.
That's his daughter then. I guess I made an incorrect assumption. I stand corrected.
You racist.
No, I was just making an assumption. There's a lot of white folks that adopt
every black kid has to be adopted?
In a white family, a lot of times, yes.
No, but his wife is... Okay, have you never seen the mayor's wife?
I'm sorry, that was
you
funny.
didn't.
Well, look at our Kaepernick guy. He's adopted.
Yeah, but you've never seen. So obviously you didn't realize that the mayor of De Blasio, his wife is black.
Now that you say that, yes, I do.
Yeah, yeah. So
But
I believe
back to her mugshot.
she could still be
got
adopted.
arrested.
Who knows?
She got arrested protest.
Yeah.
But she's quite the sight. You know?
If my kids got arrested protesting, and looting stuff, they'll as old as they are, they'll still be getting lashes. I will reinstate lashes, which I actually put out a commission years ago. I think when they were like in their early teens.
You know what?
That's going right back into
it's like, you know what? Well, am I gonna come bail you out? Nah, I'll leave you in there for a while.
Yeah. But I'm sure they support whatever she's up to. Those people are all batshit crazy.
Well, because they're all part of that party that supports the anarchy.
Yeah.
Because that divides, and that's money for them. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Motorboater says Tamponian word of the day. It's a thing. That's what they call themselves over there.
That's a full-blooded tampon.
Yeah.
That's all.
They're either tampons or Tamponians.
Tampanian.
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 Tampa.
There's no O at the end of Tampa.
Yeah.
It's not Tampa. I don't live in Tampa.
Oh, boy. Vanessa Kitty says her stepson is black. There you go. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with any of that. I don't want to make that impression, but.
And Rodney Brady says de Blasio's daughter is fly.
Is fly?
Yeah, that means attractive. That means attractive.
He flew to the sun.
Okay, now we're gonna have to go look this up.
What else?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I saw pictures of her and she wasn't.
She is not.
I'll just say that whatevs. You know, whatever your thing is.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, whatever moves you.
Yeah, whatever gets your thing going.
Yeah.
Not me, though.
Yeah, we're not judging.
No, well, we are judging, but I don't care. You know.
Yeah. I guess we are judging, actually.
Yeah, I don't care you like my judging or not. I mean, I'm just telling you.
It depends. I mean, he probably has a couple different daughters. They probably have a couple different daughters. I don't know which one. Okay, so here's the one that Rodney Brady. I don't think you're going to agree with your statement you previously made. So I'm going to throw this up on the screen. This is the one we're talking about.
You should put up.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. That's all I can say. Just bless her heart.
I mean, I can't knock her hairstyle, to be honest with you. You know, I'm not in a position to judge the hairstyle. But no, she's not really cute or anything, to be honest with you. No. And you know what? I don't mind women that have like lots of earrings and things like that. I don't have any problems with that, earrings and tattoos and everything. But yeah, she doesn't really look. She's not fly. She's not fly. You know, maybe Lord of the Flies. You know. Yeah.
Did you see how us peons get treated versus De Blasio?
What are you talking about?
Among the hundred of protesters arrested over the 4 days of demonstrations in New York, killing blah, 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 blah. The name of the protester was Sierra de Blasio, the mayor's daughter. The union, the Sergeants Benevolent Association, used Twitter to post a police report documenting the arrest on Saturday night of Mrs. de Blasio, 25. Twitter took that down because they thought it was not right to put her police report on the internet. Yeah. Even though everything in there is public knowledge, they're not doxed.
By the way, she looks like his kid. She looks like his kid.
Eyes. She's got the eyes.
Yeah, in this picture that I'm showing right here, this definitely looks like his kid. They both look like bullies. This is what the new bully looks like. There's lots of girls nowadays are bullies. I'm not like making that up or trying to be cruel or anything like that.
That persuasion? Bullies? I mean,
privacy breach. I don't understand what they mean by privacy breach.
Huh?
The thing here from the New York Times: police union discloses arrest of de Blasio's daughter in privacy breach. There is no privacy breach. It's public
knowledge.
It's
how old was she? How old is she?
25.
No, you don't. Yeah, there's no such thing. No, they're in the public realm.
So locked up with the rest of them.
Let's see what she looks like. I wonder if they put her picture with it.
I've been showing what she looked like, son.
Yeah.
No. The arrest picture.
There's a mugshot picture.
Yeah,
the arrest. I think I've seen enough.
Bugging her eyes out and stuff. Yeah. It's a freak show, is what it is. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Freak show.
Yeah. So okay, now there's like a whole debate in the chat about whether she's cute or not. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So that's true. It is a true thing, you know. I mean, what can I say?
What's this
When I
about shooting out a fatty? That's why I didn't want to buy a fatty.
Vanessa Kitty is asking a question. She says, Tampa residents are called tampons? Yes.
No,
Tampon.
no,
Tampons.
no.
You say potato, I say tampons.
No clue what he's talking about.
I'm trying to get Babyface disowned by Tampa.
He doesn't give a crap about me.
Can we just talk about my empty Amazon bag?
No. No.
You better watch out. Someone breathe some COVID in there.
Go. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
COVID-19.
Applebite says some people have bad eyes.
You get your eyes checked, son. Or maybe that's not a son. Maybe that's a girl. Never mind.
Dirk Fisher says Tampanite.
Oh, it's Dirk. Dirk Fisher's a friend of mine. He's been out at the range with us.
Oh, okay. Dirk. Yeah, yes, I remember Dirk. He's tall.
Yeah, that's Dirk. Yeah, very tall. Yep.
Yeah. Tampanite. It sounds like something that will kill Superman that was born in Tampa.
Some kind of Marvel thing or something.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Dirk probably knows about Babyface's dolphin tattoo that he tries to pretend he doesn't have. Just tell us, Dirk. It's all right. You can send us pictures. By the way, you're supposed to get pictures of when you were a baby.
Since Saturday?
Yeah.
They're all in Tampa. What do you want from me? I'm not going home to pick that up.
Just tell Mama Babyface P we want to see the pictures. You got pictures, Walter, of when you were a baby?
I have one picture I can show you. Me and my mom when I was real little baby.
Let's see it. If you guys show your baby pictures, I'll show mine.
Hang on. I gotta go get it.
Okay. Okay. This is how we get Walter to deal with his Amazon issues.
How's that baby?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Armed Cleveland bakery owners convince rioters to move along to other targets.
Yeah, there's lots of situations like that.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see.
Dirk says some things are not meant for human eyes. Oh. There's a frickin' Hank Strange patch in it for you, Dirk.
What are you gonna steal from a bakery? Why would you loot a bakery?
Dirk, come on, show us the pictures. The embarrassing pictures of Babyface P. What's up, Walt?
This is from June 1962.
Okay, let's see it.
So I was born in February, so.
June 1960. Come on, you got to go in closer.
There it is. There it is.
Oh, look at that big head. Oh, yeah, you had that cranium from the beginning.
Yeah, my poor mama. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that was the Keller cranium, man. That thing's legendary.
That's Cro-Magnon.
That's nice. Walter was a baby, and he's trying to tell us 62. That was more like 32 or something, but whatever.
That was 1862, son. No.
Oh,
did anybody catch any of the? I know Hank, you don't have regular cable. On the Discovery Channel about Grant, Ulysses Grant. They had like a 3-part series on Grant and the Civil War and when the president and stuff. Yeah.
No.
Be interesting.
And the Jew says you look like your mama, Walter.
Yep.
There you go.
That's when I was a single. That's when I was a single child. My sisters hadn't been born yet. So.
Oh wait, you're not the oldest, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, did you see? I've been sending you some Facebook, shared some Facebook stuff with my sister and her daughter. Did you see those?
Yes. No. No, you tagged me on Facebook in these.
I forwarded some stuff to you. I shared some stuff with you. Because you haven't met my other sister, so.
No. I know your sister that I do know. She's very cute, surprisingly, being related to you. No, that's cool. That's cool to see the baby pictures. Someone said, Jake Delahome says that photo was taken with one of those exploding flash cameras.
Well, look at 1962. You had a choice. You could do color, or you could do black and white. And color costs more money for the film and to get developed, I believe. So.
Yeah. Vanessa Kitty says, I have a pic of me at 6 months old in mom's arms. The pic is from June 62. Boom. There you go. All the 62 babies now are going to come out of the woodworks. All the 62 babies.
That where that picture was taken in that I used to be at my grandfather's house in should I say in Winnebago, Illinois.
Okay.
I believe the story is the fire department bought that, and the city bought it, and now there's a fire station there.
Okay, Winnebago, Illinois. Yeah. Is that where Winnebagos were born?
No.
Oh. Okay. I thought maybe that's where they made the Winnebagos. Check Your Six says that's not a 4-head, that's a 5-head.
That's all right. You can make fun of it. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's still here.
They already know, man. They're proud of these craniums.
Yeah. Well,
it's a point of pride. You know, if you were British, you know, like how British people like to do that head, or people in the UK, I think. You know, they like to do that headbutt thing.
They do.
Yeah, you never seen that? Like whenever you look at the British movies, you always see that when they fight, they headbutt.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. I mean,
okay.
You know, I got a nice forehead too. I shouldn't be talking bad about you. Yeah. I think we probably all have Cro-Magnon foreheads.
This is less of a baby picture, more of a toddler picture.
Here we go.
You want to see a toddler picture?
Toddler pee.
Let me see. Let me pull up Skype so I can make sure.
What? Look at those baby blues. Ooh.
Young man.
Yeah, you were cute. You actually were a cutie pie. Look at that.
I told you I could model.
What is that called when you wear around your neck? That's a
an ascot.
No,
an ascot.
A turtleneck.
I could have been a baby model.
Look at it smiling. Yeah. Yeah, you still have the same smile. You still got the same smile. Okay, very nice. Let me see. Now I got to go find baby pictures now. Oh boy. I think I got some. Huh? I think I got some baby pictures somewhere here. Let's see. There's probably no pictures of me when I was just a little bitty itty bitty baby. So it's gonna probably be not super baby pictures. Okay, this is not baby pictures, but I'm gonna show you guys. This is me and my family when we were in Brussels one time, a long time ago. So let's see.
Hank has, in his youth, he traveled the world.
Yeah. So check it out. There we go, right there. So that's my dad. That's my mom. The little baby, that's my sister that's in Brooklyn right now. The big head on the left with the glasses, that's my older brother, Anonymous. And then me, and then my younger brother. Boom, there you go. So, I mean, look at me. Look at how cute I was. And I had an afro and everything back then. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. How did we friggin' segue into baby pictures? I don't even know.
I think you did.
So there you go. I don't know. I think there are pictures of me as a baby somewhere, right, Lola? Do you have any baby pictures of me? There's got to be some baby pictures somewhere.
Baby picture?
Yeah. See, there's one thing that happens, like, you know, either like if you were really cute when you're a baby, you probably grow up and then, you know, you're not so cute. And then some people are born and they're not cute at all, and then as they get older, they get better looking. You know, some people hit the peak in the middle. It's just, you know.
That happens with females sometimes too.
Oh, when they're younger.
When they're younger, they're like, eh. And then you catch up to you see them later on and go.
They just blossom out of nowhere.
What the hell happened to you? Wow.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Kathleen Music Lover says your brother looks serious. Yeah, he's always like that. Yeah. He's always like that. Still like that right now. Motorboater says, was that before or after you lived in Japan, Hank? I never lived in Japan.
Japan?
Yeah. That's before we lived in Nigeria. So that's it. We've lived in Guyana, England, Nigeria, America. There you go. So
that's cool. I probably could dig up my mom took lots of pictures, so we have lots of pictures of us when we were younglings. Mm-hmm. Some of them in this 70s style clothing, you know, and the polyester stuff was really
bell bottoms.
Bell bottoms. Yeah, there's a picture of me in bell bottoms and all that stuff. I'm like,
70s. Oh, those were so awesome.
yeah, that's just the way it was, you know. What are you gonna do?
I like the. Let me see. What was your favorite generation? I'm partial to the 80s, man. The 80s.
Oh, we know.
Diggity.
We talked about it for how long on Friday?
Yeah. Was that Friday? No, Saturday.
No. We talked about it on the podcast the other night.
Oh, that wasn't Friday. Friday was Kevin
Thursday?
Dixie. Yeah, probably Thursday. Yeah, Kevin Dixie was here on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gave you guys the night off. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope you appreciate it.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss, man. I watched Batman. I watched Batman all night.
Okay, right.
Not, I didn't actually.
Yeah. By the way, Babyface caught me checking out HBO Max that came out because I'm getting like free HBO Max because I have an AT&T.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. If anyone's heard of HBO Max, so let's see.
Have HBO Go.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of different HBOs. It's annoying.
People are talking about the 80s. The 80s were, of course, I graduated in 1980 from high school, so the 80s were part of, you know, I don't know, there was good times, bad times, you know. Not bad times, but just, you know, different times.
Yeah, the 80s were, it was like,
I had my,
you could tell in the 80s that the world was changing drastically.
well, one thing I look back at the 80s now is like when I started my first jobs, I was doing drafting in a company that was doing electronic stuff and all that. And that's when, you know, the PC was just coming online and Apple and all that stuff. I'm thinking back, man, just would have had a little more sense about myself.
Invest in Apple.
No, it's true. It's true.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm too busy just trying to have a good time. You know, trying to find piece of ass, things like that. You know?
Yeah. You did the
You know,
right
what you
thing.
do
That
when
was
you're-
doing the right thing, though. I mean,
When you're a single guy.
Yeah.
I was just having fun. You know, I had friends and roommates and all that stuff once I moved out. But if I would have, or before they banned the machine guns, manufactured machine guns, you could buy a Sten gun for $400.
Yeah.
I have heard rumor that the guy that made all of the full auto 1022s right before the ban came down, he made a ton of them, registered them all, and has only been selling them little by little because the longer you wait, the more money you make.
There's a company in Florida. He did that. A guy did that DLO, I think it was called.
Maybe that's who it was.
And he made piles of Sten tubes, and he made piles of 1919 side plates.
Yep.
And which with proper machinery, it's not hard to make. And now you can use a laser. Fuck, you can cut Sten gun tubes with a laser now, probably faster than you can with a milling machine.
Yeah.
But
people.
Yeah, he sold them over a period of time, made lots and lots of jack. So
see, people think you have to go back in a time machine to find those opportunities. It's not really true. Right now, there's big opportunities out there.
Stuff, yeah.
Even on the stock market. Was it Patrick? Yeah, Patrick. Weren't you talking about? That was a couple of weeks ago. You were talking about firearm stocks, right?
Not me. No.
Who was that talking about? Someone was on here talking about firearm stocks. Or maybe it was someone in the chat. Someone will tell us who it was. But check this out. Here we go. This is in the Wall Street Journal. Gun stocks surge past broader market. Shares of gun manufacturers soared Monday, continuing this year's winning streak. Smith & Wesson Brands, Inc. jumped 15% to $13.61. So that's still affordable. Sturm Ruger & Co. advanced 9.4 to $68 a share.
Oh, Sturm Ruger, that's happy with that.
That stuff's cool, but that's not long. When I think about like the electronic stuff, I think about physical things like starting a company and doing this and doing that. Yes, you would have bought Microsoft stock or Apple stock and all that stuff. Yes, you could make a lot of money. But once again, you had to have a decent amount of money to buy that stock too.
Yep. You had to be able to invest.
I mean, 10 shares is not going to make you wealthy.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you would have to just keep buying it, like and put and buying that stock over the years instead of.
There was a lot of things starting up with computers and the technology was so young but there was so many. I remember I thought to myself, man, if we could put an album on a 3.5-inch floppy, this is the way I thought. This is the way I think. You know, it's like That'd be so freaking awesome. You could just stick in the thing, and look, boom.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
CDs took off.
That and then some. You know, so, but all that stuff takes money, or you have to get a group of people together and, you know, that have a little bit of money or the knowledge. You can have the greatest ideas in the world if you can hook up with the right people that can, you know, do the mechanical aspect of it. Boom.
Yeah. Lots of guys were involved in that. Not everyone became rich. Some people went broke off of that. Look at Apple. Remember the guy? There was a guy who, in the beginning of Apple, he was an early investor with the rest of these guys, and then he got scared because I think he somehow took out a loan on his home, and he was just worried that, you know, they were going to get sued or something, and he would lose his home. So he made those guys buy him out. His share would have been worth billions today.
Well,
that's company. So.
That's risk management.
Well, or it's this. Okay, some people want to. Some people want to get in the gun business. Okay, they want to get in the gun business. I say, great, you can get in the gun business, but don't quit your day job.
Mm-hmm.
So don't go throw all your apples in one cart and don't have some backup, because if the cart wheels break off, you'll be crying for mama, like a wounded Antifa protester on the side of the road. So, you know, go at it sensibly. Don't go at it like, you know.
Let me get this question out there. Camp David asked this a little while back, so I'm going to scroll down here. He says, any PSA release date info? And then shout out to Is Your Six Covered? I see him in the chat. Shout out to him. Okay, release date stuff. So we already put up a video with the PSA guys talking about AKs. I believe that was Colton. So you should be seeing these AKs coming here in the next couple of weeks. I have one of those interviews coming up. I think I have like 2 or 3 interviews coming up with the guys from PSA. So I can't tell you anything about it right now until I get them in the can, but that's in the works. So but I believe the dagger's coming out, probably going to be the first thing coming out, from my understanding. So that's coming out pretty soon.
You know.
And from what I see, the dagger is not supposed to be... Like, I know a lot of people have this idea that the dagger is just a Glock clone, but I was looking at PSA actually did a live thing about it. It's not. They kind of developed that thing from the ground up. So, although there's interchangeable parts with Glock, they don't like the idea of people calling it a Glock clone. And literally, that gun's going to be $299 entry level.
Well, really? Now, that's an impressive feat.
Impressive, most impressive.
Yeah. So is it $299? Wait. Was it supposed to be $299 or $199? It's gonna be real cheap. I don't know if it was $199. No, probably $299.
I must get on the list at this point.
Yeah, $199 would be straight stupid.
I'm taking that back. But and then they're gonna have like custom parts. Like they're gonna have ones that are milled and all kinds of stuff. And they've really put a lot of effort into the finishes and all of that. So.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. That's where it is now in guns. A lot of gun stuff is all this customization, you know, because you can have a Glock 17. Okay, whoopee-doo, boom, Glock 17. But then you mill the side, you do this, you do that. Next thing you got a $2,000 Glock.
I think their milled one's going to be like $350.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
that's cool.
It's going to be interesting. Harry's Holster says the dagger is going to sell really well.
I like that. Harry's Holsters $199 would put Taurus out of business.
I don't think you're going to do that.
No, I think it's $299. I think it's $299, but I think the milled version is going to be like $350. I mean, they're gonna create some issues for people.
Yeah. Competition. Lots of choices in the market's good.
Yeah. There's nothing, you know.
That's when. Back in the old days when we used to do gun shows, if you set up and you're selling your stuff, and somebody sets up right across and you're selling the same kind of stuff, no worries, man, no worries. It all worked out in, you know. All you got to do is smile a little bit more and be a little more friendly than the jerk across the way, and you get it. Boom.
Yeah. So here we go, Walt. Here's another piece of news I'll throw up here. NICS checks, May NICS background checks total was the 3rd highest monthly total ever.
Ever.
Good.
Ever. I mean, I just remember back after Newtown and stuff like that, Newtown shooting.
Oh, Jesus. Was it 2013?
It was freaking, like at the SHOT Show, it was just crazy.
The Fire Armageddon.
Yeah. But I guess it has been in certain areas of the market. But I didn't get that same feeling this time. It wasn't like the phone were ringing constantly, though the phone was ringing quite a bit. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me see here. I'm throwing up different things.
Maybe in different sectors of the market that we're not in. So, you know, a lot of people buying pistols. We've done a lot of transfers for people.
I think not a lot of new people coming into the gun space. What are they going to buy? They're going to buy handguns.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. Without a doubt, yeah.
So.
I mean, though the AR-15 has been getting a lot of airplay lately in these riot photos. You see the guys out standing in front of a place, and it seems like they all got AR-15s.
Yeah, everyone in America should have one.
I've seen so many pictures of people with AK pistols. It's ridiculous.
Really?
Oh my God! You go to the
AK pistols.
Good or bad people.
They all have AK pistols.
Yeah.
Those are bad people. The bad guys got the AK pistols. The good guys have the ARs.
There's cultural stuff going on with that whole Draco thing. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, to each his own. To each his own.
Draco, I'll kill the world. You know what I'm saying?
To each his own. If I have to go up against someone, I'll be happy for them to be very inaccurate.
Yeah, give him a Draco.
So.
I've seen some videos of these shootouts and people have, man. It's like, how'd that guy not get killed, man? He was like only 15 feet away from that guy, and he opened fire on him.
I've seen it in person, yeah. I've seen that happen in person.
Mini Draco, that's the answer.
If you close your eyes and you don't aim, and you do lots of other stupidness, you can have a very close encounter firefight where no one is hitting anyone except the people standing in the backdrop.
Yeah, the poor people in the buildings in the background.
Yeah. So, this is why everyone should have an AR-15. Take out idiots like that.
Yeah, pop. Ask that guy at that church. Remember the church in Texas?
Yeah.
Went back and got his gun and pop.
Yeah, absolutely. So talking about everybody having something, I'm going to throw this up here for you guys because I know it's just going to tickle you pink. This is the kind of news that you both enjoy. BET founder calls for $14 trillion in reparations for slavery. The BET guy looks like Urkel. Am I the only person who's ever noticed that?
And it sounds like he thinks like Urkel too.
The BET founder Robert Johnson says racial inequality can be solved with wealth transfers as damages for slavery in the U.S.
I thought we just had that in the Target.
Yeah, that's right. Transfer of wealth. You got yourself a nice new TV, son.
What?
That's not official. Those weren't official.
The government did.
The IRS can't tax you for that.
Okay.
For looting. Looting monies can't be taxed.
BET.
That's even better. It's tax free.
14 trillion. You know what I think America needs right now? That America just printed 6 trillion that doesn't exist. Let's just kick it to 20 trillion. What the hell?
What America needs? They need to get the fuck back to work, bitch. That's what they need.
Flying Rich says reparations ? I just remembered I'm black.
Yeah.
Well, you can be anything you want nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Who's to say you're not?
You can be. Yeah. This is not so I have a funny thing. As the only brother on the panel right now, I'm going to exert my authority over you guys. No, listen. You know what the thing is? I wouldn't be eligible for this, so whatevs.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying? Why don't we just burn America down? Why not?
Who's to question your ethnicity?
Let's just print money like there's no tomorrow. We're not going to look like Zimbabwe. We won't be carting around barrels full of money to buy a loaf of bread. That's not going to happen.
Like before Hitler came into power in the Weimar Republic?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Or a loaf of bread cost like 100,000 marks?
Yeah. So
why do you think Hitler was so popular? Because he got the economy going.
Yeah. So listen, let me tell you something. I think the whole slavery thing was terrible. Every single race on the face of this planet has been slaves. more recently, obviously you had slaves coming out of Africa. To this day, we still have slaves all over the world. We got slaves in China, in Russia, in India, in America. Slaves all over the world. So I like where will we stop with the reparations? Because me personally, as a descendant of slaves, I know for a fact Lola's people sold my people into slavery. So I want some damn reparations from
from the brothers over in
It's
Africa.
not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You ask those dudes
I don't
about that. It's not actually gonna happen. And we also had this little experiment called Liberia that didn't really go that well.
Well, actually, I think they'll probably give you some reparations the old school way.
I know exactly what you mean, Walt.
And the buzzards be picking your ass then. So, it's like...
Listen, I think what we should do, man, is work our stuff out and move forward. We are two way forward of this to sort. Well, because we're 2 way forward of this to fix this. Like, who's gonna get all this? It's gonna be really messed up at the proving grounds for you to pick up your reparations.
Who's gonna get what?
I guarantee you, it's gonna be a fiasco. Because Flying Rich will show up over there.
I tell you what, I'm going into.
Everybody's gonna show up on that line.
Here's an opportunity. Now, I said this before about reparations and all this stuff. I'm going into the wheel business. I'm sorry, I'm going into TV. You think I'm funny?
Walter, I can tell you right now where you're going to make all the money from the 14 trillion reparations. Dracos.
Import some Dracos, you'll be real happy.
I'm telling you, man. We all get together and we'll get a whole shipment of Dracos over here.
A whole shipload of them. I talked to my Romanian brothers and everything.
I'm telling you, it's on. Talk to AK-47 Union. It's all good to go.
Get a shipment in, a full shipment.
A whole shipload of them. I mean, ship, not ship.
Yes, I understand. Ship, I get it. Is your 6 covered? Says, you near Frostproof, Florida. The USPSA Multi-Gun Nationals are June 12th, 13th, and 14th. Frostproof is closer to Orlando, isn't it?
Yeah, that's that way,
Yeah.
Middle of the state, I think.
Yeah. So the answer is no to that, but if you're rolling through, hit me up. You're probably going to be rolling through North Central Florida, where I'm at. So, so there you go. Shout out to Harry's Holsters. He's in the chat. You guys check out Harry's Holsters. And if you want to save some money buying something from Harry's Holsters, Hank Strange, there you go. You hit it up.
Armory Next is. I have some Cherokee blood. Maybe I should get some reparations. Actually,
do you think they're gonna give? Can you imagine?
No, well, no, but the Native American folks, people, they have opportunities. They have a lot of benefits if you can prove your stuff. You can get school stuff. You can get there's all kinds of stuff. You can hook up with a tribe. Yeah.
Maybe we should.
You can hook up with a tribe.
Well, I'm just saying
it's true.
I'm gonna go. I'm Cherokee. I'm coming in with the tribe.
Well,
what percentage do you have to be? What percentage do you have to be?
Get my papers lined up. I got lots of papers.
I know there's casinos that hire you. There's casinos that hire you, but I think that they actually do their own blood test.
No, but I'm talking about actual stuff like school and different things.
Oh, you could get some of that Pocahontas money that what's her name got. That's what you're talking.
Pocahontas money's the good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Pocahontas money.
Yeah.
No. You do that on 22nd Street in Tampa. We don't talk about
that. Listen, really, here's what I think, man. I think we're just way past all of that. No way we're pulling that one in.
That was lame. Rims aren't cool anymore.
Yeah.
Rims aren't cool anymore.
That's true. I mean, who puts rims on their cars? I don't. When I get a car, I don't put rims on it.
I guarantee you I could sell a lot of wheels.
Hank doesn't put rims on his car. Yeah, you're not the target audience for that.
Yeah. I don't think you put
Sorry to tell you.
You could donk out the audio or something.
If you go into the no, that is such a sacrilege.
No, God no.
For shame, Walter. How could you?
Would never
how
think
could
that.
you let those words pass your lips? Now, a donked out a barf, that would probably be cool.
Oh no, hell no. I think that's when you have to call in an ass missile airstrike.
Man, there's some cars I see that are. First of all, there's some cars I see that are donked that look cool, but there's some cars that when I see those things donked, I get mad.
I don't know that I've ever heard that sentence before, and I don't know if I ever want to hear it again.
What?
There are some cars that are donked that look cool. Is that?
Yeah, there are some. There are some
ever
that look cool
spoken?
donked. There's some cool. There's some cool
Get out
donked.
of here.
There's some decent.
I mean, are we
cool...
talking a lifted Jeep? Because that's cool, but that's not donked.
No, I'm not. No. I mean, I'm talking about the true essence. I'm talking Kevin Dixie donkey.
You gotta have a Caprice. You gotta have a
yeah, those are the
Caprice.
common ones. Those are the common ones.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. So.
Those are harder to get now. You get an old school Caprice to run. You
yeah,
advertise that, you'll sell that thing in a flash. I hear you will.
Old
You'll
school.
laugh, man.
Yeah. We're gonna see some sacrilege donked out there. I'm telling you. You'll see someone donking a Fiero.
The wheels touch in the middle of them. That's how big they are.
Rodney Brady said, "Facts, Hank. Rims are $2,000 per, my son. $2,000?
Oh, rims are expensive, aren't they?
No, I'm not doing that. You could buy a car for $2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting rims.
You can't.
Huh?
You can't, Mr.
I
Expensive
can't.
Car
I
Man.
bought cars for that.
What, 1985?
No.
There you go. Flying Rich says 1975 Caprice. There you go, man. You need one of those square Caprices? One's got the square. Yeah, you get it, man.
I like the Riviera, the Buick Riviera with the boat tail. Oh my God.
Oh, I wouldn't donk that out, man.
No. I'm not. No, I've actually seen people do that to a Riviera. That's shameful.
No, that's shameful. Yeah.
Like that boat tail one.
You gotta lower that thing. You gotta lower that thing down. Put some wide tires on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta get some badass exhaust on it.
Yeah.
Race car.
Yeah. When I see people like someone donking out a Mach 1 Mustang, sacrilege. There are some, like I said, babyface. Minivans donked, those are cool.
Get out of here. Get right up out of here.
DCG44 says a Geo Metro dunk.
Oh boy. I think my Samurai's donked. No, not really. No. Let's see.
All right, how'd we get on that subject?
Yeah,
Anyways,
I don't know how that happened.
Damn reparations.
Reparations. I'm telling you.
I bring it up every time.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle already settled that whole thing. Yeah. Let's see. What was the other? Oh, here. Let me do this real quick though, while we're over here. If you want reparations for Hank Strange, go to Ballistic Inc.
Oh, you know what I heard from another. I mean to interrupt you. Mm-hmm. From another internet, creator on the YouTubes, that they're going to start doing sales tax on
Patreon.
Yeah, I already got the word. I don't know how that fits into my Patreon.
How are they going to do that?
I don't know.
Don't you have to get something like a product sales tax? I mean,
I think they've already worked it all out what they're going to do. And it depends on the state that you're in and all that kind of stuff. So if you're somewhere where they have to collect taxes for that state, then yeah. So that's how that's gonna go down. If you want to know. So okay, let's talk about something. You guys want to talk about something ridiculous?
Don't we always?
Yeah. Let's.
When don't we talk about something ridiculous?
Yeah.
I thought we just did about donks on a.
Yeah.
No, but there's more ridiculous. Speaking of donks, okay, would you point a firearm at your own personal donk?
At your donk.
Oh, what? So what is going on here? No.
Here's why, man. Here's the headline. This is from Vice, I think, but this has been all over, and it's just been too crazy for us to talk about this. Here's why men are pointing loaded guns at their business. Basically, their dills nicks.
What men?
I don't know what this is all about. Okay, the people in the audience are going to have to help us out here because I never heard of this. I don't understand this. It says internal fighting among gun owners has led to one of the dumbest memes of all time. Gun people are taking pictures of themselves aiming weapons at their dicks. The safety is off. There's no safety on a Glock.
Who's doing that?
Also, no safety on this revolver either in these pictures. So who wrote this? Matthew Galt. You got to get some firearms classes. The safety is off. Their finger hovers on the trigger, and the barrel of the weapon is pointed straight at their genitals. Now, these MAG adults are pointing guns at their dicks with the safeties off and their fingers on the trigger to own the libs. Filmmaker Dylan Park, tweeted alongside 3 pictures of guns pointed at dicks.
I don't think that's a thing.
This can't be like
No.
what part of the gun community did this start in? Because I don't know this section of town.
I'm not friends with these guys.
This is not.
They don't run this circle.
This is not in my section. This
No.
must be in the freaking Tampa County, whatever that county was. I can't remember. What is this? Does anyone know about this? Yeah, is this a prank? What is this nonsense?
Talk about Vice's. If you want to get to fake news, Vice is funny.
Yeah, no, but I saw this on a bunch of different places. I've seen this in some other places. Let me see. I think I saw this in one of the gun blogs. Hold on. I think it was. Let me see.
You're gonna have to find it for me because that sounds too ridiculous for me.
I think it was on AmmoLand. Okay. Yep. AmmoLand. Well, AmmoLand is showing the Vice article.
Oh, that doesn't count. That's not real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as Grandpa Keller would say, I no believe it's you.
Yep.
Yeah. So if any of you gun guys have heard of this, just tell me right now because this can't be. This has got to be the Antifa wing of what I don't understand this, and I definitely wouldn't do this. I've never seen this on IG. Has anyone, Babyface, you seen anything like this on the internet?
Oh no, it's
Walter?
not. It can't be real.
Yeah, this is nonsense, right?
No way.
Yeah. If anyone has
wouldn't.
seen this, let us know because this has got to be really stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't claim these people. They don't belong to us.
I don't know where they belong, really.
I don't understand this thing. It's stupid. Please, no gun guy do this crap.
Yeah, don't be
So.
pointing no guns at
But
you.
I really think this is probably fake because if any actual gun guy would have put this out there, he would have been so crucified. I mean, I put up a picture of an AK that Walter welded, and people lost their ever-loving minds. So I
Yeah.
cannot believe that there's gun guys actually putting up a picture pointing guns at their junk, and people aren't crucifying them. So.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah,
Don't
I don't
condone
know.
that type of activity.
Vanessa Kitty says maybe they're trying to make a prison wallet.
A front butt.
Oh,
Camp
God.
David says, Hank, are you talking about appendix carry? No, this is not appendix. This is just
That-
dicks.
yeah, that's what I
This is
thought you
just
were gonna
dicks
get into.
carry, not appendix carry.
It's a scrotum carry.
Genital carry.
Genital carry.
Scrotum carry.
Dill pickle carry. That theme music.
Hey, did anybody see the launch on Saturday?
I didn't get to watch it.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Oh, but
It was
I
at like
did.
3, so I fell asleep. Yeah, how was it, Walt? Was it
Well, it was at
majestic?
Hooters, yes.
Oh, you were at Hooters. Of course,
It's
that's the
history,
place to see
man.
it.
It's
Yeah.
history.
it
You know,
was.
you
It was
could have invited
amazing.
me to
I didn't get
Hooters.
I
watch
mean,
it.
that's hats off to SpaceX.
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
Give, and NASA. I'll give NASA
Right,
some
right,
kudos.
right.
Even
Are you
though
going to buy
they're
a
still- they're
Cybertruck
still-
now? Are you going to buy a
they're-
Cybertruck now?
Listen, he said SpaceX, not Tesla.
I said SpaceX.
Did you see them? Did you see them get driven up to the
In
Dragon
Tesla,
pod
yes.
in the Tesla?
I get
yeah.
that. I get that whole thing. I get that.
Mhm.
I think the spacesuits look a little like Buck Rogers, but I guess they're
They've
better.
yeah, they've
they're-
evolved.
Yeah, I mean
They look
the
lighter
space-
weight.
Yeah, the inside of the Dragon capsule is real. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
that's
cool.
I guess the way it should be with touch screens.
Yep, yep.
That's what I was gonna say. Did you see how, if NASA were put in charge of the UI, user interface,
Will still be
for-
knobs. Still be turning.
It would
knobs.
still be knobs and switches and buttons and
You
numbers.
still have to have a protractor and you're
Yeah,
calculating.
you put a tech guy in front of it. They're like, "Fuck that! I'm putting touch screens in this bitch."
Think about that. You know, and when Apollo didn't have the power of your cell phone, they didn't have the power of your digital watch.
No.
Yes.
No.
So they had to do a lot of stuff manually. You know, I mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I'm not
once
arguing
again,
that.
here we are, 50 years later. You don't have to do things manually. You know,
Mhm.
so you do it in a pinch manually. But those guys would probably, if they've passed out, they'd probably still end up at the space station.
Basically, they said that the ship, they're going to be doing some test flights, to manual test flights to try it out. But basically, that thing can do everything on its own.
Right, it's automated.
It's an 80-person flight.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, history is,
Unbelievable
Yeah.
what we can do.
Yeah, this is the first commercial launch into space.
Commercial man launch.
Man launch, yeah. And basically we were paying the Ruskies 80-something million. 86 million.
$80 to put a
per
risky-
trip.
Yeah.
per trip per person.
Yeah, now it's only like 50, I think.
50 for SpaceX to do it.
And they'd get to rehab the booster, and they'll probably rehab the Dragon when it comes down.
Did you see the what was it, Falcon 9 landing?
Well,
How
it's on-
incredible is that?
It's amazing.
I've seen it before. This particular one, it was coming down, and right at the second that it landed, the screen went blue,
Mhm.
but then it came back, and there it was.
Yeah.
So I think it was fake.
I knew that was coming.
But no,
Yeah,
I've seen
that's
it
good.
land. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
That's Buck Rogers stuff.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine what sort of math goes into that. Like, just I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you think about it, it launches, it goes down range, and then it comes back right where it came from.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
You know what? I was looking on Netflix. There's they started this series called Space Force where they're making fun of the idea of Space Force, and I was looking at that. But yeah, you know what? That's actually going to be real. We're making that. This nonsense is going to be real, man. We could do Space Force.
Oh yeah. It's very necessary.
Did you hear that crazy Tom Cruise already says that he wants to go up?
Yeah, they're going to make a movie in space. Tom Cruise
That's
is
what
going
they
to
were
be the
saying,
first movie. Yeah.
And crazy Tom Cruise wants to be the first
I believe it.
non-astronaut in space.
Yeah, but he'll want to. The Signals will have to run the thing.
I know. No part. They're not allowed anywhere in there.
Yeah, you can't let the Chinese on the ship, and you can't let the.
Yeah.
Keep the Chinese far, far away.
This was good stuff. Vanessa Kitty was asking if we saw them dock and everything. Yeah, man, it was
I watched
awesome.
that whole thing.
Yeah.
I sat and watched it. Yep.
It was amazing. Good stuff.
It's history.
Yeah.
History.
So Jake Delahome knows about these pointing the guns at your junk. He said those memes are trolling anti-gunners to show how safe guns are. Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't
Glocks are
participate.
safe too until you put a 3-pound trigger on it or something and you blow your fucking
Yeah,
nuts
don't
off.
participate in that. Don't
Yeah,
participate.
don't do that silly shit. Yeah. That is going to be used by the anti-gunners to say, look how how dangerous these gun people
I don't think those are real gun guys doing that. I would like to know the names of the real gun guys that did that, please.
They're not going to put their names out there.
Yeah. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Let us
It's
know.
fake.
Yeah.
It's fake news.
Next thing I know, I'm going to see Demo Ranch doing a video, Is My Junk Bulletproof?
Did you
That's
see
what
the
we'll
post
see.
where he did it, where he's like all gold and the car's gold and the gun's gold?
I haven't looked at it. I saw it on
And
my
then somebody
feed.
said, what should we call this? I was like, oh dear, don't even ask me that shit.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, is it Tifus gold too? Come on, man. Come on, open them Tifus up. Let me see.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, space launch, awesome. Okay, you know what else was on AmmoLand News? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Who Moved My
Thanks, Drake
Freedom
was there.
podcast, episode 570, Crispy 11B and Maj Teray, and Babyface P.
Oh, okay, just crispy and
That was the one where
Monster,
Babyface
okay.
just had to sit
No,
there and listen.
listen, I put Babyface P in there, but editors might have taken it out.
I'm gonna send them a harsh email. I'm gonna
No,
make them
look,
Karen.
scroll down in the article. Patrick Babyface P on YouTube joined on this podcast.
Joined? No, I was there the whole time. Monster Ray joined. Get the fuck out of here.
Anyway,
Fake ass news. AmmoLand fake news. Say it now.
don't hate. I gave you a nice little shout out in there. I gave you a nice little shout out. Yeah. You're all in there. You're hanging out with your
harshly worded email to your editor.
You're hanging out. You are hanging out with
I'm
Maj
gonna need
and
to
Crispy.
speak with the manager, please.
Anyway, that was cool. That was a cool episode. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Shout out to Crispy for coming on. Yeah, I could tell from when Crispy came on, when Crispy was on and Maj came on, he was like, "What is happening right now?"
You can't get a word in edgewise.
Yeah. We gotta check in on Maj, man, in Philly. I know Philly is one of those hotspots out there right now. So hopefully, hopefully all's well out there in Philly.
Yep.
Yeah, this thing was in the Guardian. Even this genitals story was in the Guardian. Here,
I'm sure the British love that.
British
stuff.
U.S. gun owners aim firearms at their genitals to settle feud within community.
See, that's why you don't need the bloody thing. So you point it at your pecker. You don't need that.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope that's not really actually a thing.
It's not. It can't be.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Hurricane season. Today is June 1st. Yeah, hurricane season.
Also, tax holiday for people in Florida for buying hurricane supplies right now.
Right. So
if you need to get some extension cords or generators or stuff related to hurricane stuff.
Do you guys think this is going to be an active hurricane season? Says hurricane season off to busy start as tropical disturbance likely to develop in Gulf of Mexico.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Which way? Oh, which? I'm not aware of that one. I got plenty of generators, so it doesn't matter.
Why? Why do you have to? Why?
Oh, by the way, one of the ones that I fixed that I still have, I tested it. I was having some problems with it running, but I figured out that I hadn't put enough fuel in it because of the way the fuel line runs. You have to be at a certain height to get the pressure in the carburetor. I put gas in it, and that motherfucker was running my refrigerator at the shop like no tomorrow.
Okay. Humming like soul machine. Cutting it. Did you ever hear that one?
Like a
Yeah, humming like a soul. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we bought when I was younger, probably 10, 12, somewhere around there. We bought a jet ski, a really, really nice jet ski from this woman who was like, "It just doesn't run. I don't know what's wrong with it. Let's get rid of it." And it was like $400 or something. The battery terminal had corroded, so we cleaned the battery terminal off, and it worked fine.
Was that a stand-up or a sit-down?
Sit down, I believe. Yeah, it was a sit-down.
You ever rid of stand-up jet ski?
I never have, but they look freaking cool.
Oh boy, let me tell you what.
Those are the old school ones.
You get up and you ride. The next day, it feels like you've been beat up by a protester.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes all your,
core strength.
You're working that thing the whole time. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of jet skis, man. And jet skis just mess your whole.
Let me okay. If you say you're not a fan of go-karts either, I
like go-karts. Jet skis. I remember. So one time I was in Mexico, I rented a jet ski, and it just wore my hands out.
One time in Mexico,
bumping on those waves, man. And then the whole time out there, I could see shark fins. I was like, oh no, never doing this again. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's just too bumpy. Jet
skis are off.
No, I prefer submarines. Like there's those what's the name of those vehicles that look like dolphins but they're submarines? What are those things? It's like a little
personal subs.
Yeah, it's like a little personal thing, but it looks like a dolphin, and it jumps and goes underwater. Damn, I forgot. Those are badass. We need to make those more commercially available. Those will be good for the apocalypse.
How? How's that?
Okay.
The raid says Hank has gentle hands. Yes.
He's got very soft baby hands. Baby hands, Hank.
Yeah. The range also says never had a Cuban sandwich. I've been on Calle Ocho a dozen times. Buying cigars while down Florida way. Never had a Cuban sandwich. No, me neither, because I don't eat pork. So there you go.
You're missing out. I was gonna say we had ribs tonight. Missing out. So good.
Yeah.
Good Cuban sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. From you got to get it from some little place over in Tampa, someplace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There used to be lots of. I don't know how it is now, but when I worked for the city of Tampa, doing the surveying stuff. Believe it or not, one of my jobs. Stopped for lunch at these little places. The guys knew where they were at. Could have been working over there.
So good.
$5 or whatever. You get a sandwich. Boom, you're eating lunch. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
James
Or
Miller says, "Go ahead." I'm sorry.
Where that? I can't forget the name of the bakery over in Ybor or towards Ybor City that does all the Cuban bread.
Oh
Cuban
God,
bread.
what's the name of that one? That one's good, and the one on Hillsborough Avenue.
And
I
you
like
go
the
and
one on
get
Hillsborough.
fresh bread as it's coming out of the damn.
Oh, nothing beats fresh bread. Although
you don't need anything on it. May just grab.
Nope.
Eat it.
Hot bread.
Yeah. James Miller says that's okay, Hank. Sharks prefer white meat. We're all white meat on the inside, I'm guessing.
We all bleed the same color here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Have you guys ever had beef patties and cocoa bread? Never had that, did you? Beef patties and cocoa bread, yeah. You ever had cocoa bread? Do you know what that is?
It sounds like a dessert.
It's pretty good. No. It's pretty good. It's a Caribbean thing.
I've had a Jamaican meat pie. Those things are delicious.
Yeah, it's a beef patty. That's called a beef patty.
Beef patty. It was like but it wasn't just meat. It was like
It's like a pastry with
beef, with like the meat and
chicken.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had beef.
So that's a beef patty, and then you can also have that with this cocoa bread, which is it's a really nice bread. You can put that inside, and then usually, like in New York, they'll cut the beef patty and put cheese in there, and then put it in the cocoa bread. It's pretty good.
Beef patties. Jamaican beef patties are good stuff.
Yeah.
Cocoa bread. Okay.
Cocoa bread sounds like a chocolate dessert to me.
No.
Cocoa bread sounds like something made with coconut.
I don't know where cocoa bread came from. It's kind of like a sweet kind of bread, but it's a bread like you guys are talking about. But you could put, it's a thick kind of clam shell shaped bread that you could put the beef patty in it.
Patrick, have you ever been to Burns?
Yeah, that's where Marley and I got engaged.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, we went fancy.
That's high.
She didn't even know either.
That's high post Tamponians.
Oh, it was high post. Presidents go eat there.
Yeah.
Burns
Best steak I've ever had.
I've been to Burns a couple times. But it's.
You didn't invite us to this friggin' engagement thing.
Yeah. Well, hey, Marley, let's go to dinner. My house is coming, by the way.
Hey.
I convinced her we weren't getting married either. I convinced her we just don't have the money. I can't get a ring right now. Maybe next year. So she was super surprised because she seriously thought I was not.
I never even thought about any of that when I asked my wife.
No, I totally tricked her.
I didn't.
You didn't do the whole romantic thing, right, Walt?
Hey, come on.
Just club Peggy over the head with a big truncheon.
Next time you see her, look at her ring. Okay.
Okay. Oh, you just came out with the big ring, huh? Went for the nuclear option.
It works.
Hey.
Baby, I got the money. You want some of that? She'd be like,
Yeah.
look at that.
That's what a credit card's for.
Yeah. Captain Shark says I could eat the hell out of some chicken roti right now.
Oh, I'm seeing
never had.
Vanessa Kitty's talking about pierogies.
Pierogies.
What you talk about
Pierogies? Yeah, I had those.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. You people just want to make yourselves hungry right now. Everyone is just whipping themselves into a hungry fest right now at this minute. Yeah. You never had roti ever in your life? Either one of you guys? Roti.
What is
ROTI. It's like a flat bread that Indians make. It's very flat bread, and then you basically, so if you're eating curry, whatever kind of curry it is, you break off a piece of the bread, you sop it up in the... Yeah. Now, some crazy people put the whole thing in the roti and roll it up and try to eat it like it's a freaking burrito, but that's not how it's done.
Yeah, it's not the best.
That's savagery. If Indians see you doing that, they will bring out the kookaries.
Yeah. What's that knife that the Sikhs carry? That like hip knife?
What is that?
I don't know what it's actually called.
Yeah, Walter, you're supposed to know this one.
The knife that the Sikhs carry, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
and it's not a kookery. It's not a kookery.
It's kind of like a kookery, but let me look it up. Somebody out there probably knows.
Yeah. Harry's holster says roti is awesome. Has Harry been dating some Caribbean chicks that I don't know about? What is he?
It's called a kirpan. A kirpan.
Kirpan.
Kirpan. It's a kirpan.
Okay.
It's a big ass blade that they all carry on their hip, and if you fuck around with a Sikh, they'll like stab your ass.
Yeah.
I'm
Vanessa
serious.
Kitty says roti's tasty. There you go. My mom taught Lola how to make roti and all that, and now she refuses to do it. It's just savagery.
Savage.
I have to go buy my own rotis.
Well, this is a first.
Yeah, Lola says she means she has to go buy it. Yo, you heard that?
So it must be involved then if she's not going to make it then.
It is pretty well. So like the one that I like is called dal puri, and basically what it is, there's ground chickpeas in there. So it's got this like dried and ground peas in there. So it has like a better texture and flavor to it, and that's how you get fat. If you want to know, that's how it pretty much happens to you. That's how it happens. It's awesome. If you guys have that, I already ordered Lola to never give that to Babyface because then he'll just be over there all the time. Won't be able to get rid of him.
I want the curry recipe. That's all I need in my life.
It's ancient family secret.
It's a Chinese secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harry's Holster says, I tried making roti and it didn't work well. You have to have a flat pan for that. You basically have to have which I had one cut out a long time ago. It's just.
This sounds like shared alien technology. The Mexicans make their breads, the flat stuff, and the Middle Eastern where they do that same kind of flat bread stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it must be shared technology.
Yes. Pretty much when the aliens came down and seeded the Earth.
I'm just throwing it up there,
Walter coming with the freaking alien conspiracy.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. You have to like throw up the roti and clap them and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's it's one of those things. It's one of those things.
Gotta be watching Bollywood at the same time.
Yeah, the flat pan that they do it on is called a tawa. It's like a big round flat pan. I had someone just cut it out of a big piece of metal.
So can I call my belly a tawa moving forward? Big, flat, round.
It's very flat, heavy kind of pan. You have to have it on too. Yeah. Let's see.
James Miller said it's an ancient family recipe that's yours for $20.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see. What other any cool gun stuff come out over the
It is not
during the apocalypse? No, I know.
No. Oh, how about what's that? He's a YouTube millionaire person that got caught in the mall taking films of their looters.
Oh,
one
of the Logans. Yeah, one of the Logans.
Yeah.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah. Or one of the Pauls. What am I saying? Logans. One of the Pauls.
Those people need to be.
Logans.
Those people need to be penalized.
I don't know what. Listen, when things are going on, stay out of it.
But the sad part is the companies like Netflix and these other ones are coming out in support of this monkey business stuff.
In terms of what?
Financial support of this, that, and the other, without really. Yeah. Well, anyways.
I know there's supposed to be a boycott on music or something like that.
Why?
I've been boycotting music for a long time.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Oh yeah, let's take our own selves out while we're at it. Let's boycott our own selves for a day. That'll show everyone how committed we are to the cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause.
All
That's
the
one
fake,
of the things.
The celebrities going and protest and all that. It's all nonsense to me.
That's one of the things I think is funny when whenever Gay Pride Month rolls around, and all the companies come out and they're like, "Yeah, we support gay pride." It's like, no, you don't. You just want us to buy your products. You want people buying your products. That's all you give a shit about. Like,
whores,
you don't give a shit about a person.
They're whores.
That's it. Come on.
Yeah. Why don't you just make your stuff and make your stuff right? That's like a performer. Just perform. Make some cool music. You don't need to try to be God and tell me how to live.
Yeah. Harry's Holster says Logan Paul has actually been doing some low-key positive stuff for guns. And he says Jake Paul is sponsored by Cabela's/Bass Pro. I believe that Cabela's/Bass Pro would sponsor some people who aren't really gun people. I would believe that.
Forbes says he didn't loot this weekend. He did much worse.
What did he do that's worse than
footage of Paul among the scenes of protesters looting was shared in a series of Instagram posts.
He was making a YouTube video.
I think he was. Although the posts have since been deleted, they showed Paul walking through a mall as protesters began to act destructively. Paul's own social media posts include video of police officers who Paul repeatedly refers to in an explicit and confrontational language. Oh dear.
Oh, he was trying. So he was trying to go viral by catching a beat down.
I think so. Yeah, the YouTuber and sometimes professional boxer. Oh God, get the fuck out of here! No, so I guess he was trying to go viral by being in the middle of it. That's it.
He'll probably beat your ass.
I don't get into fights with people, so no, he probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Listen, I know my limit.
And if it got to that, you just cap his ass.
That's exactly right. That dude scared the life out of me.
Yeah. I mean, if we got 5 people coming after you, protesters, and they're going to
That's
kill
how
you,
you get killed.
You just shoot them. That's completely legal, by the way. So.
DCG 44 says a bunch of celebrities and Biden staff are paying bail for protesters.
Mm-hmm. That's what they do. There was I wouldn't call it a leak per se, but a document got out this weekend it was circulating around 4chan of Antifa has a full list, and it was. Yeah. Did you see that full document of all the? So it's a full list of every lawyer for every municipality that they have in their pocketbook, and what was it like? Yeah, it was like where you can go, all the websites you can go if you get arrested and you need somebody to post bail. You can like go here and say, yeah, I got arrested, I need money, and they'll post your bail.
And who's paying those lawyers?
I'm pretty sure it starts with a G and ends with Soros.
Yep, and once again, if Antifa is turned into a terrorist organization, then he is supporting terrorism, and that'll shut George Soros down.
I hope. I can only hope.
You technically could, well, I don't know if they have enough balls to do it, but yeah. And, he's not allowed in Germany and places like that.
Hey, this looks familiar.
What?
There's a post on Reddit right now. Walter's got to tell me, whose is this? Let me post this up in Skype. It's on the first page of the R Gun subreddit. Is it or is it not a safety harbor?
Let's see. Do you want me to throw it up or not?
I gotta see a little closer.
Click the link. It'll bring it up as a big pic. You should be able to tell, I think, right?
I would say yes, it is.
It looks like it is.
Yeah, it looked like
okay.
Me too.
Oh, here, I'll throw it up. Which one is this, Walt?
Looks like a single shot.
What's the optic on there? What is that?
That is a Safety Harbor 18-inch 50 BMG upper, because he posted it in the comments.
Yeah, but what is the optic?
It is a Vortex Viper PST Gen 2 3-15 by 44.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty nice build he's got going on there, actually.
Does Walter
looks I do.
Yeah.
Walter, you still make these stocks, or is that your stock, or
that is an Ace stock.
That is an Ace.
Cool. Ace is made by what's his face, the company. It does a lot of AR stuff now. I forget now, but yeah, it's an Ace stock. Yep.
Freedom Group.
They were. What's that?
Is it Freedom Group?
No. I can see the.
So he's saying
double star.
So he's saying that it can stretch the pinholes on an aluminum lower. Is that the case?
No.
Okay.
Never had one stretched. And I've had lowers where I've shot 1,000 uppers on them. Oh, did I say 1,000 uppers? Yeah. A lot of uppers on them, and never. What'll happen is from going off and on, it wears the hole a little bit, but stretching it out, never done. I could take that upper. I could take those uppers and build an AR with it, and it'd just be just as loose as normal. So, as a normal AR is, but no, a lower, I mean. But yeah, no, I've never stretched the holes out.
Yeah, Walter, don't stretch the holes out.
I hate that when that happens. God darn it.
You got to pay extra for that.
Yeah. Nobody wants their holes stretched out.
Bring that shoehorn with you, son. Bring the shoehorn with you. Ditch the stupid lead sled bandbags and with a bipod work the best. That's what Armanax is saying. Get rid of that contraption and shoot it like a man. Go. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay, I found that robotic dolphin thing I was telling you guys about.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if I can. Okay, here's the video. This thing is cool, man. Look at that.
It is cool. No doubt.
They do that the whole thing. I mean.
Yeah. So is this the same company that makes this flying 3D? Why am I seeing the dude flying There we go. There we go. Look at that thing. That's so fast. That's cool. That's better than a jet ski to me right there. Bam.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah. I wonder what those cost. We got to find out so we can get Walter to buy a Safety Harbor one for everyone.
Man, this is been a funny show tonight.
Listen, we need a Safety Harbor dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to get that ferret working again first.
Yeah, that would be fun too.
No.
Hey, if you ever want to get rid of a ferret, you let me know.
The first thing with that ferret is paint it, because I don't like the UN blue. But go ahead.
I don't like that target on the side of it.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It would to me, if it were mine, it would get a nice forest green because of where we are in Florida. It would blend.
I was thinking I was going to paint it tan. I've got 4 gallons of tan paint waiting to do it.
I mean, if you already have the paint, it's kind of hard to say no, but we don't have a lot of desert here in Florida, just so you know.
Well, if you have tan paint, you just need a little bit of green paint, and you could camo it.
You could actually, yeah.
Yeah. Don't you have to strip it first? You gotta sandblast it or something.
Sandblasting would be the best route to go.
Because it looks like it's got lots of layers of paint on it, from what I remember.
And the paint's kind of cracked in places.
Yeah. Is it blue or white? I'm trying. My brain now it's white. Yeah, it's
white
not
with
blue.
White with a rust tint.
Yeah, rusty tint of blue.
But that ferret was actually in Northern Ireland. That ferret was in the United Arab Emirates when the Brits were there, and then in Cyprus with the UN.
Are there any gold bars hidden in it anywhere?
I sure hope so. I find one one day. I don't know though.
Yeah.
How? What did you pay for that?
I paid $5,000 for it.
That's not too bad.
That was a steal.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I could have sold it to somebody that wanted it locally here, and I was thinking 15. He would have gave me a 15, no problem. So.
Wow. How many horsepower is it?
Yeah.
I don't. It's got a 6-cylinder Rolls-Royce engine in it.
What?
So like, really?
Yeah. Put a big Rolls-Royce. I'll put a big Rolls-Royce emblem on it.
Hank, they say it's a.
We can donk that motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? We put some 30s on that thing. You know what I'm saying?
It is not a very powerful engine. It's 130
horse. It's not a crazy.
130. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of weight for 130.
It weighs.
But it probably has a shitload of torque, I'm guessing.
Fully kitted out, it's like 9,000 pounds. So.
Oh. Main armament? Oh, I would love to have this on it. 7.62-51 NATO, fitted with a 30 1919 Browning machine gun.
Yeah,
I would love to have that.
Yeah, originally 1919s, and then they went to the general purpose machine gun for the Brits.
I wish I had a picture. I don't have any pictures of that thing.
If anybody wants to see it, go to Google Maps and do a search for Safety Harbor Firearms. I'm serious. Do a search on Google Maps for Safety Harbor Firearms, and the first picture that will come up of the company is his ferret decorated for Christmas.
Christmas lights,
Yeah. It's cool. Listen, what you have to do: you get an old Rolls Royce and get that pop-up angel, whatever it's called, the flying lady. You know, the flying lady that pops up from the Rolls Royce?
I like the way you do that pop-up thing.
So these things aren't really fast.
Fisted.
No. They go about 50.
Transporting safe, really.
Yeah. 762 says, no deserts in Florida. I thought they were over by the mountains. Oh, boy. Yeah.
No deserts. Yeah. There's a lot of sand, though.
Yeah. Let me see. Which ferret is it? Let me see if I can find it real quick and throw it up for people.
What
is it?
Series is it? What mark is it?
Oh, it's the Mark II. Mark I had no turret. Mark II
has a ferret. Okay.
Does yours have the turret on top?
What?
Yours has a turret on top?
Yes.
Yeah.
How does that operate? How does that turn?
Manual.
Is it on bearings or something?
Manual. Yeah, it's on a big like roller bearing kind of thing. Yeah.
Damn, that thing must weigh unbelievable.
Wait, is this? Oh, I thought for a second this picture of this dude here was Walter. Can't be though.
Hey, guess what? It's 9:00.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Is it really?
You didn't make a video of that, did you?
Of the ferret or what?
No.
No,
Yeah,
I
there's
made
someone
no
else.
video. I made no videos of it.
Yeah, there's a guy with a Sabo videos with a thing.
It's got to be
One of
running.
those. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, listen. Hopefully we helped alleviate some of people's anxiety out there. You know, we gave you a safe space for the evening. You know, everyone's doing.
We do not provide safe spaces around here. Let me tell you.
You know what? If you want to relax, one way you can relax is grab yourself a couple of these and
get to loading.
Just snap a couple rounds in, just
yeah,
and a couple deep breaths.
Yeah.
Smell a little AK Meg. Yeah, and you load some more. And then wash your hands afterwards so you don't get lead poisoning.
The sun will come up tomorrow. It's not
Yes,
quite time. Not quite time for the boogaloo, boys.
And even if it was the boogaloo, guess what? Sun's coming up. Sun's going
With
down.
or without us. With or
Right.
without us.
Right.
With
Don't
or
worry about
without
that.
You.
Get your Hawaiian shirts cleaned up. Get them pressed.
Yeah.
You'll get look pretty.
Oh man, real quick before we leave off, I don't know where I saw it, but I saw somebody had a dust cover that was black on the outside, flipped open, and it was like Hawaiian print on the inside. It was freaking awesome.
Dust cover for.
Dust cover for an AR-15. So.
Oh. Okay.
And so on the inside it was.
So it's
Hawaiian
hidden.
print. Yeah.
Yeah, the boogaloo flips out. Boogaloo probably had like boogaloo mode or something on it.
Yeah.
It's interesting. And then Jake Delahome says, then point it at your groin. No. Okay, so listen, we're going to wrap up here. We're going to say our good nights to everyone. Babyface P, I know you got a new video out. How can folks catch that video?
If you want to go see it, youtube.com/babyfaceP. It's I took the Mini 30 and I threaded it on Memorial Day and posted a video of shooting it. And I didn't no baffle strikes, no in-cap strikes. Shoots great, pretty quiet. Nice,
yeah,
nice
with your brake on the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good video.
That's such a. I must give mine to Babyface P to take the barrel off.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Walter, how can the people catch up to you?
They can find me on what planet is Yoda on? Let's see here.
I don't know, Tatooine.
In the swamps and the woods and
Yodon.
Got to get in that little Yoda hut. You know what I'm saying?
Dagobah.
There goes Babyface.
Dago, stop talking about
Babyface knowing something. Okay.
Anyways, you can catch up with us on Facebook and Instagram, Safe Terror Firearms. You can go to safeterrorfirearms.com. Go to stuntparts.com. And you can go to Dirtfoot Racing. I posted some stuff about I changed the tires on the Purple Haze mini bike. Oh, what a difference! Much traction now.
Oh, okay. This is all in preparation for that race that you have.
Yeah, this weekend, a 100-lap event, a private event, so to speak, I guess, on somebody's property. Mm-hmm. So, we'll see if I can completely mess my back up.
All right. Very cool. All right. So make sure you guys go to Walther Arms. Thank them for sponsoring the podcast here. We appreciate those guys. Also go to hankstrange.com. Sign up for our email list. Let me drop the end on everyone. Make sure you thumbs up. If you're still in here, it's not too late to smash the thumbs ups. Ring the bell so you can be notified when we go live. All that kind of good stuff. Everyone stay safe and sound out there. If you are sequestered in your home because the world is falling apart around you, you can listen to the Who Moved My Freedom podcast on iTunes or anywhere that you can get audio. And we will, as someone said in there, we will help you to meditate, Walter. That's yeah. We've got Babyface P bringing the smooth jazz on the beach.
Mm-hmm. That's right. It'll make you relax. Listen to my videos.
Yeah, Walter bringing the meditation. And I am just the circus. The circus with the ringleader. The ringmaster. What is it? Ringmaster? Okay, whatever. I'm that thing.
In the first ring, we have Babyface P.
All right.
In the third ring, we have Walter Keller. And in the middle ring, we have Hank Strange.
Bring in the muscle. We will see you guys tomorrow. And I think we're going to be here all week. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Be safe out there. Be nice to each other. Don't boogaloo unless you have to. We're out.
See you guys.
Peace. Bye.